Oh, well, I guess we're starting since it just auto-booted the game against my consent and will. Whatever, it is what it is. Yeah, I've had this sitting around in the backlogs of my stream setup, right? So we started this playthrough a long time ago, and I just said, fuck it, why don't we just play it and just get it started? I don't know. I didn't feel like doing Kenna today. So I plan to pass out at some point because, God, I hate this game. Isn't this great? I really am hoping Narg entertains the shit out of me. This is like the biggest dog whistle I could blow for Narg, just so you know. Hell of it. I don't think it could get much bigger than this. Just saying. Oh, God. Trying to summon this dude, flag him down. Then why am I playing it? To get the stream out of my backlog, that's why. And also, no one really recommended anything else, so... It was either this or Kenna. What do you want me to say? I'll get it done. Listen, if I say I'm gonna play something, I'm gonna play it. Now, will I play it right away? Probably not. I'm not, look, I'm a heartbreaker, not a life taker, right? So I will let you know if I'm going to play something or not. Black Flag Resync, did I do that? Yes, I did 3 straight streams of it. Yes. I did play Black Flag Resynced. We got about, like, what, 4 sequences in? They don't even tell you sequences anymore. And no, we're not doing a full Pokedex run this time. Sorry, I already did that in the other game. No, I'm not doing that again. I will be going back to Black Flag Resynced, but basically because I just played it, and like because a lot of people like Narg were asking for other playthroughs to get a chance, I gave 3 days straight of Black Flag, so I'll go back. I got to the first bit in Nassau, but I'm on vacation. Yeah, so like that's kind of what I'm thinking is like, look, it's fun and all, but we'll come back to it. It's not going anywhere. I mean, let's be fair. It's outside of a small handful of changes like secondary ship weapons and like early other items. It's effectively the same game. So like I'm not losing anything. There's a couple new and added things which are cool, but you know, that's all. And I don't hate him for it. I actually am rather enjoying it, so. What I really want to do is I want to get back and play Let's Go Pikachu, because I never played that. I think that would be really fun, because I had a lot of fun playing Let's Go Eevee. So, that would be kind of fun to play. Like, sometimes I just think how fun Pokemon would be if they didn't do what they did for this game, but I'm going to try not to complain about that too much. I have to actually hold myself back. You know, like when someone's getting into a fight. Hold me back, bro! Hold me back, man! It's going to be me. What the hell is this, Blipbug? Yeah. Hey, here's a Pokemon. When was the last time Blipbug was playable in a Pokemon game? Does anyone know? Has it been usable since Sword and Shield? There's a surprising amount of Pokemon that have not been usable since they debuted in this game. And I don't know why, like, Galarian Ponyta can't be used in anything. So they introduce a My Little Pony Pokemon, and then they're like, you know what? We'll never, ever do anything. Yeah, so Scarlet Violet... Wait, really? What? No way, because I completed that dex. Blipbug. What? Game locations. No, it's not in Scarlet Violet. Unobtainable since the expansion pass for this game. Yeah, isn't that kind of fucked up? So there's a large chunk of Pokemon that have not been usable in any Pokemon game since 2019. I guess the DLC, if you want to count that. So 2020. You think I should go back and beat Black Flag for the first time? Yes. I think you should. It's a very fun game. I enjoy it, obviously. We will resume Black Flag on Monday, Blitzen, just so you know. We're going to go back to it. Don't worry. I will absolutely finish it. It's an Assassin's Creed game. It almost finishes itself. Okay. Workaday. Okay, let's go heal. Yeah, listen, I will tell you, the Assassin's Creed games that I think are really good and worth playing, I mean, I think all of them are, right? Like, on some level, all of them are very fun, very enjoyable, like, sci-fi, historical fiction games. So I'll tell you, all of them are very fun to play and enjoyable. But I think the ones that are really worth playing are, like, 1, 2, Brotherhood, I guess by extension, Revelations, 4... Rogue, Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla. Valhalla's kind of a maybe. If you're really liking it, then yeah. Like, I don't know about 3. 3 is kind of hit or miss. I guess if you're gonna play it like everything else in that trilogy, you might as well, but you know. I think Boltund is another one that hasn't been in anything either. Has hell frozen over? What are you talking about? I will not be doing raids. What the fuck is this? It's a stream where I'm playing a Pokemon game. Okay, like, I will tell you the real reason why I did this is because it's been sitting in my, like, stream queue. So on YouTube, you can ready up multiple streams. Obviously that's what I've had in my, you know, I ready a bunch of streams and then maybe I might use them someday. So, like, in my stream queue right now, other than the ones that I said last time, I have, like, a bunch of other ones. I have, like, Outer Worlds. I have Immortals Phoenix Rising, Starfield stream number 3, Crash Bandicoot, Xenoblade X, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, that's all. I wanted to stream this so I could bring it back into the rotation, and that way I could set up more streams of it for later. Because when you stream... Oh, jeez. When you stream something, it like gets added to like the recent streams you could redo. So I'll just bring this back. Is whatever. It costs me nothing to play a game I already own. Yeah, I feel really bad for all the Pokemon that are exclusive to this fucking game. Think about that shit, man. Most mismanaged franchise in human history. Like, I would have kept, since Wind and Waves won't even be out till, like, mid or late next year, I would have just had more DLC for Arceus. Sorry, the other one. I don't know why I keep saying Arceus. I would have had more DLC for ZA. Just been like, alright, here you go, here's some more DLC for ZA. Boom. Done. That'll be, like, the easiest free cheese we could ever get. Squovit? Yeah, sorry, you're not special enough. I think Yemper is another Pokemon that doesn't appear in any future games. Because think about it, it's been 7 years since these games came out, right? Second. Yeah, I don't know. It's been 7 years. You know how it is. Having seen it, the cutting of modern parts could have gone better if they made new modern lore. Well, no, you have to understand there's a huge faction of the Assassin's Creed fan base that just hates all the modern lore. So that's why they just cut it, because they just were like, well, why are we going to put a bunch of money in so people could bitch? We need people to buy it. So, unfortunately, Ubisoft has made themselves a victim of their own success in a little bit, because they know this is like one of their most popular games. So naturally, you know, they're going to try not to turn people away from it. It is what it is. They're going to do everything they can to get people to buy this game. 100%. The modern stuff is why I play. Well, there's a very vocal minority, maybe even a vocal majority of people that don't like it. So, sorry, that's life, unfortunately. I don't make the rules. That's just how it is. I like it too. I think it's a great narrative framing. It's interesting as shit. But there's a lot of people that don't like it, so away it goes, and that's pretty much where we are with it. Is Choodle even in another game? It might be in Scarlet Violet. Oh, not that. Ow. Okay. We're gonna fail this catch now for no reason. That'll be really funny. Okay. Should we use Choodle? We're gonna use all the Pokemon I didn't use the first time. Is Zigzagoon Dark type? What am I gonna use? Obstagoon? I hate what they've done to Zigzagoon. Didn't I get like a bunch of gift Pokemon in this game? How do you access your boxes? Can you do that from this game? No, you can't. I could have sworn you could access boxes. I feel like I would have bitched about that back in the day, so maybe not. Well, I don't know, Viv. I'm sorry, man. Like that's just how things have shaped up. There's nothing you could do about it. Now, they'll probably have it for the next games. I just think they wanted to remake the Bare Essentials, and that's all. The pass is fixed tomorrow, you can change. Well, I have had and read a lot of stuff. I mean, people will say they want Desmond back and then not give the new stuff a chance. What can you do? I want Desmond back, but I will never ever try anything new. You could probably blame Reddit for this pretty safely. Yeah, like I like the mystery of it. Like when you boot up Valhalla and you play it, I like that we're trying to figure out what exactly happened and how it can help us in the present. That's one of my favorite aspects of Valhalla. It's just a shame you have to go through a lot of low points, gameplay-wise, to get somewhere with it. I think that's probably the biggest problem with it. There's a lot of low points in Valhalla that you have to kind of cut through before you can get, to the other side. Three Pokeballs. The Pokemon itch needs to be scratched. I thought I'd do... Yep, here it is! I was doing this as a favor for both Ash and Narg, honestly. Oh, great. I'm being punished for picking the best and only true starter. Right off the bat. Can you believe this shit? Like, right off the bat, they're punishing me. This is bullshit. Well, I don't know what percentage of the fan base. It's a decent game compared to ZA. I mean, yeah, it's all right. I would much rather play ZA currently. But it is what it is. Like, what am I going to do on ZA? More of the same shit you guys have seen 1,000 times over? Like, no, I think I'll spare you guys that. I'm not that evil, right? Like, we've already seen this shit. Like, at least this is technically something I haven't played. And remember, I had to be dragged to play this originally. Ash remembers. Ash was here in 2022 when I played this. And the only reason I played it was because I played BDSP. So I was like, okay, well, what am I supposed to do? Not play the new stuff? You want to know what's sad? I wish BDSP looked like this and played like this. Do you see how nice this looks compared to fucking Brilliant Diamond? I don't know what was going on with that. That was so undercooked, man. It is the worst remakes by far. I also don't like version exclusive gym leaders, but, you know, anyway. Plus, we'll get to see some Pokemon I've basically never seen. Like, or rather, I did make a living deck. Some Pokemon I almost never interact with. Like, Blipbug is a Pokemon that doesn't exist in any other game currently. So, like, yeah, sure. No, I'm not playing raids. I already said that. It's funny, though, because Nintendo Online might be one of the few online services I actually keep. I think every other online service is doomed. Ooh. But already we have fucking high viewership for a Pokemon game, like, especially one that I complain about, or have complained about in the past extensively. So, you know what? Hey, maybe playing this was the right play. If you start grinding that game, we'll need Narg to make a Discord of his Rule 24. I don't even want to know of Rule 24. I don't even know what this guy's saying. I'm sorry. Narg is now currently a danger to himself and everyone around him. Well, fortunately, Marnie is Rule 34. Yeah. Fortunately, Mawile is not in this game, I don't think. Is my starter male or female? It's probably male, right? It's got to be male. I didn't roll a 1 and 8. Yeah. Could have called him Usagi. I will say this, Scorbunny is one of the coolest looking starters in a long while. The other two look ass. They look terrible. There's the professor. Have you unraveled all the secrets of the Dynamax phenomenon? Oh, fuck, I forgot about that. Great. Oh, my granddaughter would take over my research, but... Dear me, I'm sorry. I didn't even notice my guests. Name is Magnolia. Welcome, young trainers. Now come, let's head indoors. My hop dear, I see Wooloo has made some new friends. You must be Malcolm. I trust you received the Pokedex from Sonia. I'm sure you'll have it complete in no time. You must already know about Dynamaxing, right? Professor Magnolia's been doing research into the Dynamax phenomenon for years and years, and takes a proper understanding of the thing if you plan to use Dynamaxing to the fullest. There you go again, Leon, always talking about Pokemon. There are other things that are worth knowing about too, you know? Like how many different types of tea there are. Professor, do us a favor. Would you help me convince Lee he should endorse us for the gym challenge? And why wouldn't you endorse them? They only just started out as Pokemon trainers. There's still loads they don't know yet. I thought your dream was to have everyone in the gallery to become strong trainers. Isn't that right? Well, yeah, you're not wrong. That goal is precisely the reason I gave them both Pokemon, in fact. Right then, in that case, how about this? Let's see if the two of you can show me such a brilliant battle that I'm left with no choice but to endorse you. And don't worry, I'll make sure both of your teams are in good shape before the battle starts. Thank you. Right, I'll be waiting outside. Yay. My favorite Pokemon game on the Switch. So glad to see someone playing it in 2026. Well, Luna, I thank you for stopping by. I hate to be that guy. This is probably the Pokemon game I'm a huge fan of this game, okay? I love this game. Yes. I do like Skeledirge, yes. I like that throat spray Skeledirge is actually, like, really cool, though. Yes, and I picked Quaquaval. I always thought I would be a grass-type trainer. Like, when I started with Chikorita, I was like, oh my god, grass is awesome. You get, like, dinosaurs and stuff. And then immediately in Hoenn, they give you a fighting chicken, and I was like, yes. Although, I do like Sceptile second. Sceptile's like a secondary. Bulbasaur sucks. I've said this numerous times. Bulbasaur is really bad, especially in Gen 3. So I don't know. That's why it's really hard for me to say what my favorite type is, because my types always change. The Pokedex for the first time last month. You know what? For you, because this is like a new thing for you, right? You know, it's your favorite game on the Switch, and it's the first one you completed the Dex in. I get that. I respect that. And I do agree that if you want to complete the Dex, it shouldn't be 1,000 Pokemon. I can understand completing the regional Dex is like for fun, and then maybe there's something else if you want to complete the national. I'd be okay with that. Because, you know, back in the day, it used to be like 1,000, it was like 800 some Pokemon. It was outlandish. I could understand that. I can respect that, because for me, like, some of my favorite games are games in a series that people hate. So, like, I know Raiden's here. Raiden knows exactly how the Star Fox fan base feels about, like, Adventures and Assault. And I just finished playing Star Fox 2026, like, a few days ago. And literally, like, I'm thinking to myself, like, man, I love Adventures. And, like, it has such a split, you know, like, love for it. It's not like 50-50, but there's a lot of people that don't really like Adventures, so. You've been playing Pokemon since I was 12, never took time to complete, so now 800 is too much, 400 is just okay. Yeah, I think 400 for the regional to get, like, the shiny charm and everything is totally fine. Anything more than that, I think is fine. Like, if you want to do it as, like, an extra challenge, sure, but I don't think it should be, like, a mandatory thing to, you know, get whatever, so. I get that. I could see how, like, if you're a new Pokemon fan, or, you know, just someone who doesn't want to take a ton of time, that is an incredible wall. To do 1,028 Pokemon, that is like homework. And it might not take a lot, but it does take a lot, right? Because some of these Pokemon aren't available, so. Oh, I like it from Sword and Shield Score Bunny. Hey, see? Luna knows exactly what I'm talking about. When you like Sobble crying, that's why I don't like the new starters for this next gen. I don't know what I'm choosing. I think the starters look terrible for Wind and Waves, but, you know, what do I know, right? I have no love for any of them. What do they even look like again? I know there's like a bootleg bird that looks like this, like looks like Rookidee, but it's green. A fire dog and another water lizard. It's like, it feels, I don't know. I Shiny Hunter scored by last month, got one, just 72 eggs. There you go. Yeah, Pomeranian. Yeah, I'm not excited for any of those. I mean, maybe I'll choose like the grass chicken because it's like Torchic mixed with Chikorita, I guess. I don't know. I have a year and a half to even care about any of that. So. But hey, 72 eggs and no shiny charm isn't. Did you use Masuda method? That's still pretty good odds, right? Like, that's pretty fast. Oh yeah, don't worry. I will pick the worst starter by far. You already know this. When I played Arceus, Cyndaquil was the trick. It was the trap, sorry. It was the trap starter. Everyone has high horsepower in that game. I like the water lizard. Yeah, you're allowed to love the water lizard. I just don't think the starters look that good. That's just my opinion. I mean, like, ZA, is it going to get much better than ZA? Like, 2 Johto starters and Tepig, which was, like, okay. Tepig was my starter for, what was it? Gen 5. I like Tepig. It's just slow, though. I don't really like it like that, though. There you go, Wishing Star. I'm kind of skipping through the dialogue. I've already played this, so if anyone wants to see that playthrough, I played Sword years ago. All I need is Totodile? Yes. I did use the Masuda method. It was pretty fast. Yes, it is. You get a 6 IV Ditto. Legitimately, of course. You get a 6 IV Ditto, you give it the Destiny Knot, and you just have it come from another region. Boom. My choice for Gen 10 stars will be based on final evolution only. I mean, hey, that's fair too. Me, I'm just gonna drop into it. I have no horse in this race, just like Gen 9. At least this game has a steady frame rate. Now, how much of this is boosted by Switch 2, I don't know. So I don't know. Man, why are you playing this again? I played it last month because I missed it. I'm surprised to see someone playing it. Glad YouTube recommended us? Yo, we're moving up in the world. What the hell? YouTube never recommends anything I do. This is what they recommend? I said I would buy the new Pokemon used. I already said this. I say this every time. I bought these games used, and I'll buy Scarlet Violet used. I don't buy Legends used, because Legends is usually fun. Dude, YouTube will not recommend a single other thing I do. I'll do 100 Final Fantasy streams. Literally, I'll do 194 Dawn Trail streams. Dozens of Resident Evil. Dozens of Pikmin. Dozens of ZA. Never get recommended to almost anybody. I bring out a stream that's been sitting around for 2 years in my backlog, and it gets recommended to people. I don't know what to do anymore, guys. Oh, really? Okay, never mind. Maybe I do get recommended. Okay, never mind. Take it back. Thanks, YouTube. No, actually, thank you, YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. I appreciate it. Feel free to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I do daily streams. Daily streams. It's really epic, I promise. Okay. And also I'm trying not to go back and just do like ZA and Final Fantasy every day, right? Like that would be too easy. Right? I think we could all agree that maybe the trick is to not just play the same 5 games over and over. Like, would anyone blame me for that? No. Join the rants club? No, I'm trying to rant less. I did like have a couple conversations. I gotta get new stuff to talk about. So like occasionally I'll dabble with something I might have spoken about before, but I'm trying to like move on. I've ranted about some of this enough. Oh, but yeah, why did I decide to play this in 2026? It was in my backlog. Like literally on YouTube, you could set up streams, and I just had this stream sitting around, and every year I just push it forward another year to when I might play it. So I just said today, I'm like, why don't I just play it? Also, it'll make Ash, who's another long-term viewer, it'll make her happy. It'll make Narg happy. Viv won't care. I didn't know Raiden would show up. I didn't know Blitzen would show up either. But Blitzen likes Pokemon, I know, because he's an Emboar fan. And, like, what am I supposed to do? Play ZA again for the billionth time? Nah. Play something new. Yep, no worries. Thank you. I appreciate anyone stopping by. We have had a crazy good stream. Like I just wanted people to talk to while I played this, and I've more than gotten it. It's perfect. Today's a good day. Now, if only Raid was as good. Haruna isn't here, don't worry. I like the previous Pokemon, just anti-ZA or Legends in general. Yeah, I mean, so Luna, I know you're new here. How many streams of Arceus did I do? For the people who have been here, how many streams was it? 136? I thought that was Sonya's Yamper. It was a lot of streams of ZA. Sorry, of Arceus. I completed the Arceus decks. All tasks, I think. Did I do the Legends? The Legendaries? I can't remember. I might have done the Legendaries as well. I forget if I did or didn't. And I'm not going to boot it up to check. I was anti-ZA, but I gave her a chance to love it. I was still anti-Legends Arceus. Good thing the Arceus era is over. The Arceus era died so the ZA era could survive. That's so funny. Yeah, I was streaming Arceus like every day. I don't think I've ever played Arceus off stream. I'm a huge fan of Arceus, of course. I love Legends so much. Something about the Legends games is just way more fun. And I think it's because they just actually try new stuff. And then I'll play the next mainline game and it'll just be me like comatose, like on life support. Capturing the same Pokemon over and over is so lame. Yeah, I think that's probably one of the things I will say. You have to wait really late in the game to catch a lot of Pokemon for Legends. Like the first hour or so, it's only like maybe 10 species lines. So yeah, I could understand that. Favorite one is Scarlet Violet boosted on Switch 2. Well, I haven't played it yet on Switch 2, so I don't know what it's like. So, they never boosted this. Yeah, on the other hand, it looks worse. It's better to play on Switch. Does it? This looks fine, honestly. But that's just because this is just a souped up, glossier version of Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, which is why it works the most. So I'm cool with it. Listen, I was gonna play Coliseum and XD again, but you know what? Like, I've already played Coliseum, I think, once or twice on the channel, and XD, I think, 2 or 3 times. So I don't know. Like, do you want me to play that again? Very slow games. I've switched to, and this game looks awful on it? Ugh, I don't notice any difference. Huh. I mean, maybe you're right. I don't know. I haven't seen it in a long while, so it looks fine for me for now. I've had my Switch 2 a year. It's time for me to start playing games on it that I have. And not just ZA over and over and over and over and over again. Wild area. Okay, there's a flock of Wooloo. Wild area? Wait, wild area? The term wild area isn't exclusive to Kalos? Oh, okay. I noticed the graphics. I played the game in 2021 and again in 2025, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I will say this, like, obviously these types of areas will probably never look good no matter what, so not much you could do. I hated that Mochi DLC. No, I meant like the wild areas inside Lumiose. That's what I meant, which is in Kalos. I forgot the name of Paris in Pokemon. It's been a while. I totally forgot, because now whenever I think wild area, I think of Wild Area 17, which is like a meme in the community. And if you know, you know, and if you don't, yeah, no, X and Y don't have wild areas. They have traditional routes. Or routes. Is it route or route? I've heard both. It's spelled like route. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Whoa! Oh my god! Ah! Yeah, I'm never replaying that DLC in Scarlet. I don't think you have to buy it individually for each game. So when I replay Scarlet, I am not doing that. That's not happening. No, thank you. What do you have? Oh my god, Modest. But you know it's a physical attacker. Jolly isn't bad. I don't know what the hell that is. Not great. Not bad either. Defense down. Oh, that's fantastic. Magnificent. What Pokemon? Oh yeah, I use this game as a storage. That's right. I forgot about this. Look at all these Pokemon that I just dropped in. Remoraid. These are all Pokemon from Arceus, I think. Yep, all Pokemon from Arceus. That's what I was doing. I was using this game as storage for my Arceus. I mean, hey, like, I could use Rowlet on my team. Sure. Why not? Why not? It's not going to obey me, though, because I have no badges. It's over level 10. What level is this thing? I was wondering if you wandering around is strong. Oh, okay. Never mind. Oh, I love Rowlet. Rowlet's one of my favorite starters. Easily. Love Rowlet. It was a no-brainer. Every time I played Sun and Moon, my first playthrough was a Rowlet, my second playthrough of, what was it? I forget what it's called. When it was Ultra Sun, I played Rowlet again, and then on my Ultra Moon, I used Hydration? Is that a hidden ability for Wingull? No, because it's Drizzle? Whatever. Yeah, on my Ultra Moon, I used Primarina, Poplio. I don't like Incineroar. Something about it is just so unappealing to me. But Litten is just like really popular, and Incineroar was really, really strong, especially in double battles. Like, it's one of the top used Pokemon because it has, U-Turn and Intimidate and a bunch of stuff. It pretty much has everything it needs to be really annoying, so. Yeah, Primarina is just slow. I don't really like slow starters, typically. So that's why usually most of the Pokemon I use are pretty fast. Chikorita is like the sole exception to that, purely because I picked it when I was 6 and it's my first Pokemon I've ever owned, so. By definition, I kind of have to like it. Am I into Pokemon Champions? No, I didn't even download it. I don't really like hardcore battling. Ever since they started not including all the Pokemon, I kind of stopped caring about battling. You know, I have a very tumultuous love-hate relationship with Pokemon. So I'll play it just to mess around and stuff. I mean, that's really the truth. What's the point? I used to do breeding in Pokemon like crazy. I used to love the idea of you catch a Pokemon from here and then import it from another game, and then you do crazy chain breeding, to get the Pokemon to have a special egg move that people would spend hours trying to do. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to trade all that, and then they just stopped allowing you to import Pokemon with egg moves. They just automatically fix Pokemon's moves in Pokemon Home, so there's no point. Stuff like that. I just don't care. Pokemon Wind being watered down? A little bit, maybe. I mean, they say there's apparently 300 new Pokemon in the game. I don't know if I believe that. And honestly, I don't know if that's even necessarily a good thing, to be honest with you, but yeah. I spent hours for Scorbunny to learn High Jump Kick as an egg move, yeah. And if you want to bring it into any other game, it'll just delete the move. What the hell? What was the point of me spending hours to breed a Pokemon with a certain amount of egg moves or something, or to get a Squirtle that knows Confusion, which you could only teach it in Gen 1 on the 3DS, and import it, and then you import it, and then it changes it to something else. So then what's the point? You deleted the point of me doing it. I could get if maybe certain things were kind of overpowered, like a Machamp that knows Fissure and No Guard. Okay, I get that, right? That's kind of silly. But everything else, it's just not worth it. But that was stuff I was doing in 2017, 2018, 2019. I was playing Pokemon so hardcore. And so what I would do is I remember playing Let's Go Eevee. And Let's Go Eevee, I was like, okay, this is cool. That was the first Pokemon playthrough I'd done, because it was the first on-console Pokemon title. I was so hyped for Gen 8. I was like, yes, I'm going to do tons of playthroughs on the Switch, going to trade everything. So, my expectations for Gen 10 are so low. Listen, it's not just me, guys, okay? Luna knows. Luna knows. Everyone thinks I'm crazy. I'm not. I'm smart. I know what's happening. I don't know if you know this, Luna, but you've doomed Raiden, Ash, Narg, Vif. You've doomed everyone in the chat to another 500 years of Pokemon complaining. Sweet. Last good. See, I cut it off at Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. I hated the fact that they did Dexa and you couldn't import Pokemon. But I could see this because this is still just Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. That's the nicest thing I could say about this game. It's just Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon with a smaller deck, or a smaller total amount of Pokemon in it. Like, if you look at this, this is actually like just an old school Pokemon game with better graphics. So I actually can understand that. I just think Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon was my last, because I loved the Ultra Wormhole rides. In fact, where's my 3DS? Who even knows? Dude, is this thing even charged? I barely use it anymore. I have so many Pokemon games on my 3DS because this is just what I do, like, in my free time. Why did I not throw a Pokeball? He didn't use Shed Skin. I'm an idiot. Yeah, like, I was doing the Ditto breeding thing. What's the Ditto thing again on Gen 2? If you get a shiny Ditto, it's like a 1 in 64 chance to get a shiny out of an egg with the other Pokemon. And I was doing that with all the starters, everything. So I have legitimate shinies in my Gen 2 Virtual Console. It's really nice. I love that so much. The only thing that you're missing out on, Luna, is in Legends Arceus. Weavile is the most broken Pokemon in the game. I think everyone here has been subjected against their will to like 50 hours of Weavile using Ice Shard nonstop over and over. Oh my god. Why YouTube didn't recommend your channel before? Because I'm small. Them's the breaks. Okay, and we're not going to use Butterfree, even though I love it. We used it in my other playthroughs, so I won't use it. What the hell's this? Oh! It's the goat! I mean, to be fair, I used it in ZA, so it's a little bit unfair to use it here. It's the goat, though. You're normal type, right? You're not ground type. Ow. Is it? No. It becomes ground type. Oh no, not a... Wait, what is Hisuian Weavile called? Sneasler. No, not Sneasler. Like, legitimately, Weavile is broken in that game because of the turn order. It's a whole thing. You could check out some of those streams. I've showed it immensely. And what I will say about Gen 8, so I'm going to say something really nice about Gen 8, and people who know me know I fucking hate Gen 8. Alright? I used to go on hour-long rants about what the hell are they doing. They actually tried to have, like, really unique Pokemon in this gen. Now, there's a detriment to that. I don't think that, like, Jotonian Quillfish or Cantonian Mr. Mime, they don't have evolutions. Those Pokemon just kind of suck, and I think that's wrong, and I don't think they should have done that. I think you have huge power, by the way. But, like, I do like that, like, Rookidee is a pure flying type. That's rare. Like, there's very few Pokemon that are pure flying. Tornadus was the first one. Arceus holding a plate technically is one. Rookidee, I think, is the first Pokemon that's not a legendary that is pure flying, with nothing else. Yeah, funnily enough, Sneasler is also really good in Pokemon Champions. Yep, no worries, take your time. So yeah, that's something I actually do like about Sword and Shield, is that, like, every new Pokemon feels really cool. What? Never mind, it doesn't have it. Goodbye. We're dumpstering you. Thanks for playing. Do I still have Yamper up front? I'm going to probably heal Yamper. I have to buy a bunch of items. You probably actually have to play the game instead of just, like, speed running to the end of the game. Like what we did in Scarlet Violet. Or we basically didn't even play the video game, which is really funny. Because playing the video game is for chumps. I don't play the video game. I complain about the video game. That's the difference. Can you stop oh my god, dude. This wouldn't happen to me in Legends. I'm just letting you know. Oops. This would never happen to me on ZA. Who's learning Fear Attack? No. Honestly, it makes me kind of want to play like some Ultra Sun again and do the Ultra Wormhole ride and just try to get shinies that way. Now, that was a method that used to take a long time to get anything done. Maybe I will try that. I could. Dottler. Rowlet's not going to listen, right? Is it level 20? Or I don't know what it is, actually. Glad we fired Zigzagoon, though. I think because it's raining, it's all Wingulls at the moment. Okay. Pelipper. There you go, Ocarina of Time trees. Can you believe that Ocarina of Time remake is literally this year? There you go, much better. Ninjask. I'm trying to think, like, we did the thing where there's a... Wait, Snorunt. We did the thing where, like, there's a different evolution depending on weather. Can you exploit that by fast-forwarding the time of day in this game? I can't remember. Ash would probably know off the top of her head. I don't remember. Oh yeah, it's still hail in this generation. It hasn't become snow yet. That's Gen 9. Ow. Ice Body heals it? Yes. And it burns. This is why ice types are not very good, like, ever. It really kind of sucks, because I actually like ice types. I think Glaceon is a really cool Pokemon. But the problem with Glaceon is that it's just too slow, too many weaknesses, not a lot of Pokemon it's really good against. I just think Glaceon's the coolest looking evolution, but it doesn't have a very good looking shiny. That's like how Sylveon was like the accident. I picked Sylveon in Legends Arceus by complete accident, and I didn't mean to. And I was like, you know what, let's just roll with it. And then I ended up liking Sylveon. Sylveon's like fun. It's a very fun Pokemon. I enjoy it. I enjoy using it now. I think my least favorite evolution is still Flareon, because Flareon just has a bad move pool and a bad stat spread. So unfortunately, I don't think I'll ever really enjoy using Flareon. And honestly, like, I would just add a bunch more evolutions. Like, I don't know, man. I thought that was one of the coolest parts of XD, is that you can choose what your evolution is, and it changes your gameplay style depending on it, right? So, like, for example, if you pick Vaporeon, you know, you'll have access to Surf and a lot of good moves, but you're also going to be very slow. But you'll be bulky, right? You'll have a lot of good moves and stuff, and I never did this, because I think Vaporeon is very boring to use. Oh shit, what the hell? But yeah, I don't know. I kind of wish Delibird had an evolution where, like, it holds the sack and it's like, it like gets bigger and it has like big claws and then like you know, big wings, and it's like a big Arctic Santa bird. I kind of wish it had that, and maybe put a sleigh on its back. That would be kind of cool. Sadly, they'll never do that. It is what it is. It's a Johto Pokemon, man. Of course I'm gonna like it. Like, what do you want me to say? Like, I can't... I'm just a guy, dude. I'm just a buddy, pal. Like, I just wish they would give more love to the Pokemon I like. I am biased. I would never not say I'm biased. And we'll probably play this again next Thursday. Critical, oh great, thanks. I also never did that other run of leaf green that I said I would do. I could do it, I'm just lazy. I just haven't done it. I think it's just... What? The only thing I'm missing is what? Squirtle, Squirtle's Evolutions, and Entei, right? Or it might be Raikou, I forget. And that's it, and I would be done. But I just haven't done it, so... You think Double Kick is better? Almost. Is that a low roll? No. I just don't know why the camera is so close to the ground in this. For some reason, when you're using Score Bunny, the camera is like really close and really low. It's kind of freaky. Okay. Oh, is this Tympole? Is Tympole water ground? You're not going to listen to me, are you? Let's see. Do they listen to level 10 or level 20? I have no idea. Damn, you come with a lot of moves. Okay. It might be to level 20. I could be wrong. What is that wind? That is spooky, man. Yeah, maybe it listens to level 20, something like that. Okay. What is this? Oh, okay. I don't even remember what the first gym in Galar is. It's probably something hopefully simple. Like, I remember in Sword, all I remember is Raihan. I don't really remember anything else, because Raihan's like the only actual gym, because he actually uses double battles and Weather Wars, and that's unique. They almost never do stuff like that. So for the life of me, I can't remember like almost any of the gym leaders. There's Nessa, and I don't really remember. I don't even remember most of the gym leaders in Paldea either. There's the guy that has the pseudo Widow that becomes fake Widow, or was it truly Widow is what he says, and he turns into a grass type. And then he has to use Trailblaze. I preferred when they were doing weird battle strategies. That was like kind of interesting. Oh shit, we need to leave. Okay. Kind of hate that they also like situationally remove the ability for you to fish. Seems like every other game series is fishing now besides Pokemon. That's what I liked about Gen 3 is there's a lot of fishing you can do in that game. And then I did the Feebas fishing. Yo, the Feebas fishing was really fun. I really like that. It is kind of time consuming though. Like, I don't know. Like, would it be better if they told you what the 4 tiles were? I don't know. Maybe they could have like a mini game. They're never going to do this, obviously. But like, I don't know. Having to slowly fish on each tile is definitely like a recipe for annoyance. 100%. I'm not even mad at people who are like, I don't want to do that. Because I probably wouldn't want to do it either, to be completely honest. Okay. You cannot become my ace. You will literally disobey me at level 20. I mean, there's nothing stopping me from taking one starter out of this game and then just moving it into another. And then just power leveling it and sending it back. Like, I could take every Pokemon I caught here today and just power level it in another game. But I don't know. I don't want to do that. Maybe at the end of the game, just so he could kind of blaze through it, but I don't really want to do that here. Not even for, like, some kind of, like, challenge or something. I just don't want to do it. Okay. Hey, brother, what's up? You're on stream. What's good, homie? I forget what I wanted to talk with you about on stream. Now I can't remember. Bro took so long, I got distracted playing Pokemon. It's over. Max, tell the stream how much I loved Pokemon Sword and Shield. Yes. Wait, why is it not doing your thing correctly? Hold on. Oh no!
Sword and Shield.
It was super bugged. Okay, I fixed it.
I hate Game Freak. Why do people prop this game up? I'd rather play Arceus.
I mean, yes. But also, you know. What do you want me to say?
Another one for Sydney streaming up there.
Awful. You know, I had to fix both my soundtracks right now. What the hell happened? You know what it is? That stupid Windows update last night messed my stuff up. I didn't even notice. Dude, I was playing Battlefield with this dude last night, and my Windows update like crashed, or like Windows basically like kind of crashed my computer, because Windows 11 is fantastic. Oh my lord, whatever, dude. Good thing I don't really care about this playthrough in particular.
Modern Warfare 4's new gunsmith assistant has divided players before launch. Players are calling in an AI chatbot for your loadout.
Wait, what happened? Sorry?
Modern Warfare 4 is apparently making a gunsmith assistant.
Oh,
so
just stop.
Like,
okay, no.
Hello, I can help you build a weapon when you have more attachments unlocked.
I mean, look, man, like, let's be fair here. Most people that are going to play any Call of Duty are just going to... Say something, Max?
Yep.
Okay, it's fine. Most people that are going to play Call of Duty are just going to wait for, like, Jack Frags or someone to just show off the #1 build. Like, let's... Like, come on, man. Let's not pretend, guys. I've been playing Call of Duty since I was 14 years old. Y'all are lying to yourselves if you think that you're going to fool me. I couldn't bear my awful lechery out in the open. Well, you know, Narg, I appreciate it. I know that took restraint. Like, literally, I know that took restraint. Well, tomorrow's Fallout. For anyone who's going to show up tomorrow, we're going to be playing Fallout 3. Raboot. I'm like Azure Rathalos color of blue balls. Max, translate.
What?
He says he...
Azure Rathalos of blue balls?
Yeah, so is Azure Rathalos like super blue? Like really blue? Like not just blue, but like blue? Like I'm blue, dabba dee, dabba die, dabba dee, dabba die, dabba dee, dabba. What? It's level 27?
It's the highest level normal monster in Monster Hunter. apparently.
Man,
Oh, it's a subspecies of Rathalos. Ugh. I think I prefer regular Rathalos. Thank you very much.
I'm blue, dabba dee dabba die.
I don't know. Am I supposed to laugh or at the Streamer University shit?
I think the whole thing is just a... I don't know, man. Like, what do you want me to say? I'm happy, I guess. I'm glad Kai's back to making content. I mean, that kind of matters more than anything, so... It's a subspecies, but the color is a really deep navy blue. We need to have a... We should have had a poll for this stream. I should have made one. What kind of poll would I even make? It's too late now. We already passed our max viewership. Damn. I made a mistake. Actually, you know what? To the true viewers, I will make a poll, actually. There you go. Alright, if you can hear my voice, please vote in the poll. Your feedback will be appreciated. And for those of you who have left the stream, I appreciate your viewership. But obviously, if you're not here to vote, you can't vote. Sorry, this isn't an American election. Oh god, I shouldn't have even done... No, FE Engage is already happening. I already told you, we're doing FE Engage on Saturday. Damn, I shouldn't have put an other. This is why I shouldn't have put a fucking other category. Huge fumble on my part. Damn, I'm gonna remake the poll. I'm gonna end that shit.
Huh?
What?
What? Shit?
Yeah, I'm gonna remake the poll.
Oh boy.
Next Thursday was Bunny Garden. Fuck, it is! Damn! Shit.
Oh my god. That thing.
Okay.
David saying
Next
welcome to hell.
Thursday, early stream. We'll do an early stream. Okay, there you go. Kenna PKMN Shield. There you go.
Oh my god, that scene where Keith
There you
David's
go.
like, welcome to hell, motherfucker. It's from a movie called Tales from the Hood.
Yeah, Tales from the Hood. This is why you have to remind me on Wednesday to do Bunny Garden, because I will forget. I will come on here and be like, huh, I think now is a great time for me to play something completely unrelated. You're gonna be like, dude, I thought you were setting up Kick for Bunny Garden. And I'll be like, what are you talking about? Yeah, I'll forget. Big pecs. When does Pidove get Super Luck? It's like one of my favorite Pokemon, can never use it again. Thanks, Game Freak. Thanks, guys. Snover. Is this female Snover? Yes. There's no other. These are your two options. If you want to have a voice, these are your two options. I think I didn't record today. Oh my god. Windows 11 and its audio shit is driving me up a fucking cliff, dude. Like, genuinely. I can't stand it anymore, man. Like, every time they do anything else with Windows, it's always something that breaks my streaming setup. There you go. Pump up those chat numbers, Narg. Come on, you can do it. The more you chat, the better the stream does. Why do you think I left reactions on? So you could spam it. Uh-oh.
Power Wash 2 Simulator. Power Wash Simulator 2. The Star Wars DLC.
Oh, Lord.
So you get to clean the Millennium Falcon.
Is that only in Power Wash Simulator 2?
Yep.
Anyway.
And an AT-AT.
Oh. You know what we will have to do? What's it called? And what I say Sunday is Dark Souls? Man, I really hope I finish Engage on Saturday. I really hope we just wrap up Engage and I never have to play it ever again and for the rest of my life. In fact... There you go. What patch was there for Brilliant Diamond? What? Max, Viv says that Macross is better than Gundam. He's probably rage baiting you.
Yeah, that sounds like rage bait, alright.
There you go. See, like you could rage bait me, homie. You're not gonna rage bait this dude.
But I'm sorry. What's more? What's been selling more figures?
Ooh.
My apologies. And last I checked. Now, I never played these games, but I have seen online a lot of people would love to play another Centuries episode because of the Gundam.
Ooh. He said this is low-tier rage bait. It's not even worth it.
Hey, to each his own, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's okay. He can have an opinion. It could be wrong, but it's an opinion.
I don't know about it being wrong.
Wrong. You must crush the weak beneath your heel.
Funny enough, Macross has not had a lot of anime compared to Gundam.
Yeah, because I wonder what pays the bills. No idea. No clue.
I probably think like the creator of Macross probably likes writing mecha more than Tomino does.
I mean, that's probably fair. I like how Tomino is just forever cursed.
He's good at it.
He's good at it accidentally. Yeah. This would be like if I spent my whole life streaming video games. I did one IRL stream and became like the biggest creator on the internet. Do you even know how visceral my crash out would be after the stream? Max already knows. Max would be sitting here like cowering in a corner, like your drunk dad came home with his belt already out of his pants. That's what Max would be like. He'd be like, oh fuck, oh shit, I have to listen to him yell about this. God damn it. Oh, that would be so funny. Like you're just cursed to be good at something you hate and don't care about. Couldn't be me, boss.
Dude, and it shows when dude was freaking depressed when he wrote freaking Victor Gundam. Jesus Christ, man.
Like, what are some of the other good mecha anime? I remember Cross Ange, Darling in the Franxx, and what was the other one? Shit.
Cat Labor, I hear, is a good one.
Code Geass. Against All Odds is a mecha anime, which I did not know going into it. I had no idea Code Geass had mecha, so imagine my fucking face when the mecha starts immediately on, like, episode 1.
It's funny about Code Geass, because people will say, oh, Lelouch, Lelouch's crash out was completely unjustified. Griffith did nothing wrong, and it's like
What? Why
it's
did Griffith get thrown in there? What?
I've been online
Oh, here we
you know
go.
the anime convention videos. This one dude did a forgive and do not forgive board, and then the two characters this one dude was asked was Sho Tucker and Griffith, and he says I won't for I would forgive Sho Tucker because it was for science. I'm like, you'd forgive a guy for experimenting on his own daughter?
What? I remember in Cross Ange, there was like half of a second or like a little bit of time where like the guy that was like the ruler of that universe or whatever, like actually wanted to talk with Ange. You know, like he was like, listen, maybe this is all a big misunderstanding. Maybe we could talk it out. Maybe we could fix it. And then
Well,
they
he was
just
a
went and were
weirdo
like,
creep.
yeah, he's the villain.
Yeah, he's a weirdo creep.
I mean,
When you
yeah, but
eventually get to Zeta, you'll eventually see
Zeta?
like, yes, Gundam Zeta.
oh
which
no,
is
I'm talking about the
after-
Cross Ange dude.
Yeah, no, I know,
Oh,
but
okay.
like, when you eventually watch Zeta, you'll see that there's another character like that who literally is a new type, but like his shit, he manipulates women with his new type powers.
What the fuck? Oh my god. Lelouch is in the right, unlike Char. I mean, I think Char has good intentions, just in, you know, ends justifies the means. They just need a villain, okay? Maybe we'll see a rare Pokemon at Wedgehurst Station. Okay, whatever.
Again, Char just. What happened to Char is the guilt of Lala's death eventually hits him, and he realizes I just wanna finish my rivalry with Amuro. That's apparently his motivation. I just wanna finish my rivalry with Amuro.
No, let's be honest. What happens is that they wrote him as a hero in Zeta, and then they were like, wow, this is actually probably pretty boring. We should probably make him a villain again, because that probably made more money.
You
Well,
know
let's
what's so
just
funny
be
about
honest.
Char's counterattack?
What?
The movie Amuro isn't married. The original novel he is. And the funny thing is they changed it for the movie because they were like, oh, a married Amuro, the creators felt like a married Amuro wouldn't seem as heroic.
What?
Yeah.
Are they... What? Why? Never mind. I don't
don't
care.
know.
I don't care. They're idiots. Never mind. They're wrong. They're wrong. They're wrong. They're wrong. Yeah, apparently Lelouch has like really lewd art with his own mom. It's like when the My Hero dude drew the Invisible Girl. It's like, why did you do that exactly? Like, okay, let's pretend that I was a mangaka, right? Or like, I don't know, a novelist like J.K. Rowling or something. I might pair off my characters. There is no way in hell I personally am drawing my own characters in lewd situations. That's just not happening, man. I'm sorry, I refuse to do it. It would be so easy to do it, too. You know, like...
Listen, Char's only the one thing I can't forgive Char for is killing Garma.
I can forgive him for that.
I'll give him every other member of the zombie family except for Minerva.
Well, which he spared Minerva, so it's fine.
Well, yes. I can't forgive him.
I don't
for
even
the
know if he
Garma
knew
thing.
that she existed, but I think he
No,
just
he
spared her.
eventually does.
Yeah, he just doesn't want to do it. He's a kid. In his mind, Minerva is completely innocent, which is ironic because, in fairness, like, technically Garma's innocent because Garma's younger than him, I think. It's very weird where he drew the line on that.
It's also because of the fact Minerva is essentially an usurper to his rule.
Yeah, like, she absolutely could. I just think he didn't care at that point. I think that he realizes she's a baby. I don't have any smoke with a baby, which automatically places him more honorable than the average public school teacher. And that says a lot. How a guy with a wife giving everything to save his woman, how could that be unheroic? Yeah, I don't know. That was the dumbest thing I've ever heard Max say in my life. And that usually means a lot.
I wasn't the one who came up with that.
I know,
was
but
the
just the
writers.
fact that you said it was like kind of wow. Not that you said it, but like the fact that that's probably true, that's kind of like wild to me. Like, wouldn't you want someone who has a family, you know, a wife, someone he wants to fight for? Like, that's the most like honorable cause. Anyway. All right, what number am I putting on the back of my uniform? I'm not putting 69, sorry, Narg. And I'm not putting 690. I'm gonna cut them off at the legs right there. 60. No. Okay, well, Narg is too busy gooning, so he's lost his opportunity. Max, what's your favorite 3-digit number?
218.
218?
Yep.
What is the significance of 218?
I just randomly picked it.
What? So that's not your favorite number?
It stick.
Go away. Okay. We're going to do number 83 for the Coltrane, baby.
So, oh, here we go. AI overview. Amuro has been married and charged with counterattack because the film's financial backers explicitly rejected the concept.
DEI.
Director Tomino
Hey, Narg.
I don't think DEI existed at the time.
Anyway,
That was in the 90s.
He's new here, guys. Anyway. Hey,
Director
Narg, it's your
Tomino.
favorite.
Director Tomino originally planned to adapt his Bell Torchica's children novel, which featured Amuro expecting a child. However, studio investors intervened, declaring nobody wants to see a married Amuro.
Anyway. The Badoo drop in. Oh, my lord. Notice how y'all scared Ash away immediately? Look what you did. Ash doesn't even show up anymore. I blame Narg. Narg is chasing away all the viewers. It's over for me. I'll never recover financially. Oh boy. I have to watch One Piece. How late are you staying up?
Probably until 12:30, 12:45.
Oh my god. Okay, well, I guess we won't play this for very long then. Narg, you would definitely write hentai. Okay. Team Yell is here to help. What the fuck is this? This is the worst team in Pokemon history, by the way. This is the worst team they've ever created. This is worse than fucking Plasma. And worse than Flare. And now we're just in like some weird Aura Veil. Dude, I'm remembering what I don't like. Good lord. I mean, while this dude's talking about cherry blossoms, one of my favorite things, since we watched a clip from Old Bleach where Ichigo fights Kenpachi for the first time. Dude, I love Byakuya's, is it his Bankai? Where his blade turns to like petal dust. That shit is so fucking cool, man. Bro doesn't even really use a sword. Bleach has some really good moments in the first couple of arcs, man. I really love it. And yes, I watched the dub because I'm an evolved patrician connoisseur of anime. And I don't pretend to like subs just because I'm in the know.
Space Marine 2 is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Imagine being this poor worker and just seeing these ruffians and children have a massive Pokemon fight in the lobby. You're just like, oh fuck, I'm gonna have to clean up all of this. Narg's still going, man. He's determined. Just give her a Leer. Doesn't matter. You think maybe we'll get to use some of these Pokemon in Wind and Waves that haven't been usable since Sword and Shield? Or do you think we're going to go a full decade before they're usable again?
Hashtag boycott Sony is trending.
Yeah, dude, Warlord's not here anymore, but dude, Sony is getting blasted. So now, after a week of saying nothing, their new strategy is to just post nonstop and hope that they could, like, split up all the fucking complaining between all their posts, and they're still getting ratioed on every post. It's so bad, it's even hitting Sony, like, Sony's normal Twitter account. Think about that. Call themselves Team Yellow and follow me around. Very nice. This is the worst team they've ever introduced. Okay.
Okay, this AI meme of like the female like cop shit.
Listen, man, it's not my fault that UK has shitty fucking police officers and shitty policing.
She has the skin tone card that shows like who's guilty.
Yeah, but what is that? Was that a Simpsons meme or was it a Family Guy meme? I can't remember.
I think it was a Simpsons meme.
So
Probably.
fuck. No, it was a Family Guy meme. I think
It was
actually.
a Family Guy meme.
Yeah. Thank God I don't live in the UK. Could you fucking imagine? You walk down the street and get assaulted and they see it and then they just arrest you instead. Man, I am so fucking lucky. It could always be worse. You could live in Europe.
Pillsbury bread rolls have been recalled across 19 states over potential glass contamination.
Number 83, the coal train.
PlayStation Store summer sale goes live tomorrow. No buying. No fucking buying.
What is there even to buy, man? Like, you don't, like, forget it, bro. I already did my part. I canceled my PS Plus before it lapsed, thankfully. Very nice of them to do this before August 22nd. That would have been a real problem. So thanks, idiots. Or whenever the fuck it. When was it? I posted it in here and I posted it in the Discord, in the channel Discord. What was it again? Yeah, it was August 22nd. Thank you. Thanks, dickheads. Good job. Really appreciate that. Good times. Oh, here we go. Alright, so a couple of these will be new. Yeah, there's this grass dude. What the fuck is that on the left? Okay, the shield only ones are awful. What the hell is going on? This guy looks like a My Hero character. Nessa. Dude, Kabu, I remember Kabu's cool. He's got that Centiscorch. Alistair, friend to Ghost. Wow, this is terrible. Opal. Melanie.
I can't.
What were the shield gym leaders? Or what were the sword gym leaders? Sorry. Does anyone remember? There's a fighting type one in here somewhere.
I remember the days of, you know, bringing up that meme, like, you know, watching anime, you used to get made fun of. Like, in video games, you used to get made fun of.
B. Yeah, can we bring back B and keep Melanie and get rid of Alistair? Who's Alistair's replacement in Sword? Oh. Ooh. That was a crazy crunch.
Yeah, remember the days of when you used to get made fun of for liking anime?
Yeah, it wasn't great. It was kind of awful. And then people would say, go watch real cartoons and shit. Or they would act like other cartoons are more valid. Like, brother, you're watching Nickelodeon. They diddle their fucking actresses. Fuck off.
And now?
Of course, you didn't know that at the time. But I always thought it was weird, man. Like, you know how many fucking poor female actresses and actors, even some of the male actors, have been ruined because no one, like, coached them through all their stardom and sometimes did things with them that they shouldn't have? Like, that's the legacy of Disney and Nickelodeon, man.
I saw the video where somebody actually talked about, like, the dude who played Carly's older brother on the show was actually trying to protect Miranda Cosgrove and the rest of the cast from Dan Schneider.
Gordy? Who the fuck is Gordy? Oh, Gordy looks kind of cool. What the fuck? I don't even remember this dude.
I wanna eat.
Yeah, B is cooler, man. What are we supposed to do with this shit? I don't know why they didn't just have 10 gym leaders and just say, fuck it, we're breaking the tradition. You're gonna break every other tradition, you might as well break this one too. Like, I would just have 19 gyms. I'm not even kidding. I would have pulled a full Johto Kanto and just been like, yeah, you're gonna travel all over this stupid region and get 18 badges. I don't care. Figure it out. Flying taxis, very nice. Balloon Leia. Some of these, yeah, I don't know. This Alistair is like a terrible looking gym leader, but whatever. I could live with it if they had 10 gym leaders. Remember, the characters in this game look fine. Like, I don't have a problem with the way the characters look at all. Except Chairman Rose looks like a douchebag, but whatever, it is what it is. Like, they dressed him up. They dressed him up like he's one of these, like, modern day, like, Gen Z, like, tech bros. But he's, like, in his 40s and he's just annoying. Like, I don't understand, man.
Like, bro. Six, 7, bro.
Go, I'm gonna ban you. From my Discord and my life. Permanently.
Wow, I literally...
No. Suffer.
GTA beat, bro.
Yeah, I agree with Raiden. I like how Grookey looks, and then, like, I don't like Rillaboom. I don't like these Pokemon that are not like agile, like they can't fight. I don't know. Like, what is this thing supposed to do? Play the fucking drums? Wow, branch poke. Wow.
The power of one.
I hate you. This is why you're gonna get banned.
The power of two.
He keeps going. He doesn't care.
The power of
Death.
maybe. Hey, where's the season 2 for that show?
Never.
Oh, wait.
Thank God.
Non-existent.
Thank God. Dave Filoni, take a chainsaw to that fucking shit.
Ooh, whatever happened? Oh, the Acolyte's so good. It definitely deserves a season 2.
No one actually believes this, by the way. You're reading like the handful of people that just like it because the chuds don't like it. You have to remember, there's a large chunk of people out there who will like something purely because other people don't like it. Especially on political boundaries and political reasons. So you can't really sit here and use that as like a valid, oh, don't worry, they're not actually, you know, they don't care. The Acolyte could disappear tomorrow. It would change nothing in these people's lives. They're not actually fans of it. They don't give a shit. Like a lizard on a mahogany tree. Brother, what are you even saying? I've never seen someone go on about a fictional character so much. I asked for this though, so I'm getting what I deserve, clearly. Tyrogue is on this? You know how rare it was to get a Tyrogue back in the day and it's just randomly roaming around this route? Oh, critical. Already? What the fuck? You know, we should use this Tyrogue. What's another game I could use it in? BDSP, I guess? Because it's not in ZA, unfortunately.
You gonna yell about BDSP too?
There's nothing to yell about anymore. I'm tired, boss.
I'm all washed up.
Yeah, I'm actually washed up. I'm trying to bitch less about the things I've already run. Like, I'm at the point with Pokemon where, like, there's just no point. Like, it's just, all I do is I just make myself mad, and then I just burn out. I was having a good day today anyway, so it's not a big deal. Descendant inducing. Yo. Here's what I'm gonna do. Everything that Narg writes, I'm just gonna steal, and I'm gonna start making my own, like, Minotaur milking farms. I'm gonna write my own Minotaur milking farms. I'm just gonna take everything this dude's saying, and then just, like, put it through AI or some shit, and then just, like, replicate that for 200 pages, post it to Amazon, boom, instant profit. I'm such a fucking genius. Okay, heal ball. Very nice. Helen of Troy ain't shit. Well, only if it was acted by Sydney Sweeney, of course.
You mean Helen of Detroit, right?
No, Felon of Detroit, yes. Thank you, Max.
Felon of Detroit.
I'm sorry, the fact that they're even fucking copyright claiming screenshots of the movie, the damage control for the Odyssey is outlandish, man. It'll do well because it's a Nolan movie.
Kevin Sorbo, right?
Yeah, Hate Hercules dude.
He was talking about how they're, like, I think Universal's been asking, like, for all the memes about the Odyssey to be taken down.
No, they're not asking, they're doing. I don't know if you guys saw, they did the same thing with the backrooms. A24 is apparently copyright striking anyone who's ever posted anything about the backrooms. And it's like, dude, this is an internet, and even Kane Parsons, who's the director, was like, wait a minute, they shouldn't be doing this. Like, what? This is a fucking internet-made, forum, or an internet, creepypasta. You can't copyright strike it off the fucking internet. They don't own the fucking copyright to the backrooms. I think that's gonna get resolved. Like, you can't just say, well, we just own the backrooms now, so fuck you guys. What? That's not how that works. So I'm glad that immediately Kane Parsons came out and was like, wait a minute, this shouldn't be happening. Maybe some copyright, lawyer or whatever at A24 got a little bit too trigger happy. But man, is this like bad PR, dude? Like, what the fuck are you doing? You guys can't just copyright everything backrooms related. It's ridiculous what they're doing. All these companies, all they want to do is take. And they never want to give anything back. Not even to the people that allowed them to make a ton of fucking money, man. Attack down? The only reason that you guys could even make the backrooms is because the internet made it. It was a creepypasta made by someone else. All this dude did was make it into a movie. Now they want to say they own the fucking copyright to it. That's so crazy, man. Someone's gonna make a fucking movie and they're gonna have the main character be called Whose Mans, and then they're gonna fucking sue me. And I want to be like, what the fuck do you want me to do? Just to piss me off, of course. Okay, anyway.
I'm loving all the memes now.
I'm glad I didn't read that. I fucking read something perfect, and then I saw the word gene and ovaries in it, and that's how I knew this was gonna be bad.
Oh boy.
Bro, save it for the fucking Bunny Garden stream. I want you to really understand that during the Bunny Garden stream, I do not care what you say on Kick, of all places. However, you assume all risk. That's the trade-off. See, I played ZA for so long now, I forget that Pokemon games are supposed to be turn-based. You sound like a fucking Final Fantasy or Xenoblade villain right now, dude. 1,000 million lineages, perfected, endless progeny shall scour the earth. Sounds like Wesker. He just really ends up sounding like Wesker. Wesker! Chris! Jill, don't you recognize me? I don't want to hurt you. Please stop it. Come on, Jill, snap out of it. And you just like walk in a circle around her and then just constantly yell at her. Like, Jill, come on, snap out of it. Jill, come on. What are you doing? What type is Pancham? Is it only pure fighting? Oh shit. Circle throw. What? Oh, it's a swap? Ow. What makes Yamper even evolve? I didn't mean to, but now I can't consciously not sound like him. 7 minutes. 7 minutes is all I have to spare. It's crazy because he's like, oh, Chris, we're gonna have our ultimate final fight. And then he's basically like, yeah, I can only spare 7 minutes. Like, after everything in Code Veronica, and then again in, what's it called? Lost in Nightmares, I guess. He's like, yeah, nah. Maybe eventually. Astonish. Get rid of Astonish. Roost might be better than Synthesis anyway. Because Synthesis is affected by weather. There's no third evolution for Boltund, or for Yamper, sorry. Yamper evolves into Boltund, and that's it. Anyway. It's okay if you don't know, because this Pokemon never comes back in any other fucking game anyway, so I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know either. Let's see, game locations. Sword and Shield, Expansion Pass, and then just unobtainable. Yamper and Boltund are exclusive to this game. Fantastic. Marvelous. Can't even use them if you wanted. Gossifleur probably is as well. Maybe. Actually, does someone have a list online? Pokemon exclusive to Sword and Shield. There we go. No, not Pokemon exclusives. Oh my god. No, see, it's going to give me the exclusives in the game. I want to know the Pokemon that cannot be used outside of it. No one's done this. There's an no, okay. If you're gonna actually reference Pokemon fucking hentai, I'm not engaging with that. Because of cut content in Gen 9, dozens of Galar native Pokemon, regional forms, and past exclusives cannot be moved. So Galarian Ponyta and Galarian Rapidash, Galarian Corsola and Cursula, Galarian Yamask and Runegrigus, and Mr. Rhyme, Aromatisse, Slurpuff, Surfetched, those aren't exclusives, AI is wrong. Wooloo and Dublu, Cramorant, Ice-Q, Stone Journer. No, what? This is wrong. These idiots. Dude, never trust AI for anything ever. What the fuck? You could literally... I know that they're in Scarlet Violet because I use them to grind. Remember that? When I would go out and I'd grind Pokemon for raids, Ice-Q was what? Defense? I think? It was defense EVs. Something like that. I can't remember. And most of these showed up in ZA. It just makes me wonder, why didn't we just do more of these Pokemon? Why not put all of these Pokemon in ZA just because? Like, I don't know, man. It's just really stupid.
I've always wondered, is it really laziness on their part to just have all the gens in one game?
Yes, because they could just patch it in later if they really wanted to.
I mean, again, you guys, I'm preaching to the choir. I'm beating a dead horse at the end of the day. They have the pixel arts, they have the models, they have all this stuff.
Yes.
So you mean to tell me they can't just take the models from the previous three?
No.
And just tweak them a bit to just be for the Switch 2?
No. It's not that it's for the Switch 2, it's just like whatever moves or whatever, abilities or whatever they might need. Like, yeah, why don't they just tweak it? No, fuck you, that's why.
Kind of lackluster to me.
And then you see what they're doing over there with Power World, and you're just like, damn, what the hell is going on over there?
People are actually kind of torn with Power World, because one of the legendary pals looks like Kyogre, apparently.
I don't care. I hope they rip them off more. Nintendo cannot have a fucking lock on the monster collecting genre. That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Especially when they weren't the first to do monster collecting. The whole purpose of all those lawsuits was just to step on Power World's neck like Derek Chauvin. So no, it's bullshit. It's 100% bullshit. There was absolutely no
Good
reason
thing
for
they
them
never
to
tried
do
to
all
go
this.
after Digimon.
Well, no, right? Because I think does Digimon predate Pokemon? Dragon Quest was doing this before Pokemon, that's for sure. They don't have a right to do that. It's just
Yeah,
stupid.
what is it? They tried to do using a PAL to fly.
They hit them with everything just so they could make them capitulate, man. That's fucked.
Pokemon came first. Digimon,
By how many
they-
years?
So, Pokemon first launched in February 1996 with the Pokemon Red and Green video games in Japan. Digimon debuted over a year later in June 1997. They just didn't
Wow.
have games.
Imagine if they fucking like actually tried to like sue them, and they're like, "Hey, we're gonna sue you because you guys have monster collecting." Like, why didn't they do it in '97 then? Why did they wait
Oh,
until
we're
Power
gonna
World
sue
showed
you
up?
because you have the people who call out the Digimon flying on their Digimon.
Look, man, I'm not gonna suddenly start sucking up to Digimon, but I ain't gonna lie to you, dude. Pokemon has been shit, and that's why like I don't buy any of this shit new.
I like Digimon because the fact like they have this like distinction of like the Pokemon types that stay in their mega evolutions are the ones that go back to their starters, and then they have to be Digivolved.
Like, Pokemon is just simple enough for me. Like, I can't imagine trying to learn all this other stuff.
Funny enough, when I was younger, it was Digimon more than it was Digimon I saw more than Pokemon, and it was actually Digimon that caught my interest more than Pokemon.
I never got
I guess
into
I was that
Digimon.
weird. I guess I was that weird kid.
Oh yeah, Rapid Spin now raises your speed by 1 level. That's pretty funny. Narg, you know all the stuff you say might get you put on a list someday, right? I'm sure they have lists in Guatemala. Bro said I can't be around psychic types because they get traumatized from my thoughts. I'm about to go play fucking Battlefield with this dude. This guy is dragging
I
me
feel like
into hell.
Narg is one of the Gardevoir girlfriend guys.
I don't think he stops at girlfriend, homie.
Oh boy.
It's rough out there for a Gardevoir.
I gotta stay. Some of you Pokemon fans are scary.
Like, bro, some of y'all are gonna be the reason why we won't be allowed to have like robot girlfriends, because some sick fuck out there is gonna pay 100,000 for like a 2B style non-battle like companion droid, and just to beat the shit out of them. And I'm gonna be like, dude, you make all of these people look bad.
Gonna probably have her do the feet juice thing they were doing at their
Okay, I'm
anime
just gonna mute you for life. How about that?
Boy, you know what? Sorry.
That's the
if you
most
are gonna
disgusting,
mute me.
disturbing thing. Your judicial branch is famously incompetent. You don't live in America. What are you talking about?
You have to admit, though, they did a good job exposing the actual weirdos who would be into that.
What do you... No, it's just awful. It's the worst thing I've ever heard anyone talk about in my life, and I hate it so fucking much.
I'm seriously wondering why was it at Anime Con? Was it? Yeah. Why did they allow that to happen in their Pokemon?
Yeah, they shouldn't have. I just don't think... I think it just happened and they didn't know.
Should have came in and just said, no, break this up. You guys.
I think it happened and they just didn't know. What is Max talking about? There was this anime con where these e-girls were like dressed up as like Hatsune Miku or whatever, and
Or
they
a
were dipping
character
their
from
feet
Nikkei.
in like some whatever Nikkei, Hatsune Miku, doesn't matter. Like, so they were dipping their feet in like coolers of juice and dudes were walking up and licking the juice off their feet. It's so awful, man. Like it's just we are too porn brained as a society, bro. It's awful. America is so fucking cooked, dude. Like I don't even know what these dudes doing. No, but Belle Delphine, like bathwater was what? Didn't she only give like a couple to like H3 and a few other people, which is also pretty vomit inducing in and of itself. Like, but like, what are these people doing, man? Like, you're gonna walk up and lick some stranger's feet? Ew, like just ew, bro. Like, ew.
And you know what? And you know what? As weird as this was, it wasn't as bad as the feet juice thing. What you remember the episode of JJK when Nanami like caught that dude by his ponytail? It was like names and numbers of your allies. And chicks were literally walking up to Nanami cosplayers and asking them to like hold their foot.
Oh yeah. I forget who Nanami was. Jesus, yeah, like I don't know, man. We got too much fucking porn brain in the world.
Oh, we have to watch the
like all shit posting aside, like it's one thing if you want to make a bunch of jokes. It's another thing when you go to actual conventions and do this. Like that's a little bit fucking weird, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie to you. Like it's one thing when you do it at home or whatever in like an understood environment where it's okay. If you're gonna go to like a public convention and start licking
like
people's feet,
like an anime con,
it's just fucking weird, bro. There's possibly teens, maybe not little kids, but there's like teens around and stuff. Like that's just weird,
there were
bro.
Little kids dressed. There were kids dressed up like Anya from Spy Family.
Yeah, nah, bro. That's weird. If you want to do it at an after party, you know, like whatever, I'm totally fine with that. I don't care. But if you're doing it in public at the convention, man, like that's just weird. Y'all know better than not to do that. But whatever, man. That's
so
good lord.
Pokemon came out first in Japan. Digimon was localized first in America.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
I'm surprised.
The point is that they just tried to curb stomp Pal World for no other reason than they could. That's all. I just didn't like Pal World because it's like a bunch of weird survival aspects and shit. Like I don't know. I didn't really enjoy that. I just didn't enjoy it. Ah, Diglett. I mean, like, I would consider trying Pal World again. I might as well just start over, though. Like, I don't know. I'm not a fan of it. Like, I didn't enjoy it. Oops. Whatever.
Apparently, what is it? I think Michigan apparently has the worst air quality right now.
Well, yeah, because it has Detroit. I wouldn't want to live in Michigan either.
Detroit become felon.
Easy. You just live there. You know, there was a time, I think, when they called Detroit the Paris of the West. Long forgotten. Weak armor? Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you. Alright, anyway, kick. Goodbye. That basically guaranteed the KO. Isn't Paris the Paris of the West? Well, right, but Detroit is more west of Paris. It was just like a phrase, I think. I can't remember if that's the exact phrasing of it. Dude, like, okay, can we be honest here? Why is the music so good specifically in, like, this one route? And then Beat is a really good theme. And then they never use it again. Like, these dungeons are, like, one note. Like, it just sucks. Like, they have so much good stuff in this game, and then they just shit the bed on everything that really mattered. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why is the music so situationally good in Sword and Shield, and then half the time it's awful? Like, this is the most half-baked game I think I've ever seen. This shit is awesome. I'm actually kind of sorry I need to interrupt it with battles. And picking up items. Yeah, go look up the Beads theme, this theme. Like, what the hell were they cooking? You can vibe to this.
Players are asking Ubisoft for the ability to save the stranded dog in Black Flag Resync. He looks so lonely.
And here we have a perfect example of a Type B head on a Type A body.
The first humanoid robot kickboxing match officially happened today.
Okay. I think we're coming up on the first beat fight in a minute anyway.
Bro, people are shitting on the Marvel Wolverine game design.
Yeah, because it looks awful. Like, I'll buy that game used, and then I think we already said, then you're gonna fucking walk me through it.
Because that
like
game
all these
is
characters.
never coming out to PC.
And good, who cares? It looks like shit. God, they have Insomniac working on that? I feel bad. So that, like, I'll just have you tell me everything I need to know, because I don't know anything about fucking Wolverine. Adamantium skeleton, lots of pain, and he gets so into battle that he can, like, he gets into a point of, in combat, like, he's just pure instinct, can't distinguish between friend or foe.
If he doesn't have his healing factor, he would essentially get cancer from the adamantium in his bones.
Something like that, yeah.
"11-year-old me making an email account that I will use for the rest of my life."
Yep. More likely to happen than you fucking think, dude. Hope we get a Legends Sun and Moon and we get to see Lily's supermodel grown-up form. I'm gonna stop there. I mean, would it be cool to have a Legends Hawaii or a Legends Alola? Sure. Will it happen? Probably not. The next Legends is allegedly in Galar, and I'm gonna tell you right now, if it's a Dynamax game, I am going to sleep. Shit, I didn't mean to do that.
The Ezio Auditore Legacy outfit is now available in Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resync. Is available for 3,000 keys in the Animus Hub exchange page. Yeah, I'll wait for this game to be on sale before buying it.
I mean, it's okay, but it's just Black Flag again. Like, they took a game that didn't really need much, and they just... Like, there's a couple cool changes, but why didn't they... This is like one of the few times where I'm like, why didn't you just take the original game and tweak it and just do an actual remaster? Like, I don't understand what the idea was behind Black Flag Resync. Like, it's a good idea, like, I have fun with it, but, like, you might as well have just made a couple small edits. I mean, what it really is just the engine change. It's just on the Shadows engine, which is good, because the Shadows engine is good. So it's like, okay, well, now it plays better, I guess, but I don't know. Like, to me, it's kind of like, but why?
It looks interesting enough, though. It does look interesting enough.
And some of the changes are pretty cool. Like, you get Rope Dart now in Sequence 4 as opposed to, like, Sequence 9 or some shit. They gave you Rope Dart so late in Assassin's Creed 4 Classic, it's like, well, what the hell?
I'm not sure how I feel about the no modern, like, parts, but I guess the modern parts really... Okay, here's my thing. I understand what Assassin's Creed is. I will say this. The modern parts for 4 and Liberation kind of felt lackluster because of the fact you were just playing a normal, like, Abstergo employee, supposedly.
Okay. That's it? You sound like you were going to continue.
No, that's it. Yeah.
Oh my god, okay. I mean, look, everyone I've spoken to after the fact has been like, yeah, what the fuck? Why did they remove them? Like, Viv said that like an hour ago. He was like, why the fuck did they remove it? I like that. What the hell? And then, like, I'm like, yeah, me too. But, like, I don't know. There's, like, a very loud minority that just hates anything that's not, like, historical. And so they just bitch about it, and Ubisoft probably was just like, it's just not worth it. Like, why are we going to remake parts that people just yell at us about?
Yeah, again, you were playing just a random freaking Abstergo nobody.
But I think that that was, like, kind of cool because we got to see the workings of Abstergo from behind the scenes. I think that's one of the fun parts about it. Is
yes,
like,
there is that too. So
seeing how, and remember, there's a tie-in mission in Watch Dogs with Assassin's Creed 4 where you have to kill the guy in Chicago. Now I don't know if that was like planned like heavily or if it just like was serendipitous or how that. I have no idea what the wick sauce was on that. I just think it's funny.
Greensboro police officer opens fire after suspect charges with pipe wrench.
This is just giving me a Fallout flashback. Do you realize CRISPR is the key to humanity's ascendance? You sound like that one American Dad episode. Or was it? I forget if it was American Dad or Family Guy. We need to summon what's his name? Davon. Is he around? No. He knows this stuff to a T. I don't know. I don't really watch either of them. You really do sound like Wesker, homie. Just instead of ranting about Ouroboros and the whatever virus, you're just ranting about this. Drill burr. Does shell armor prevent moves that critical hit always from critically hitting? Like they'll just hit normally? Like how does that work? I actually have no idea.
Oh, Midwest Safety has a Twitter page?
Oh yeah, do you see the Twitter account I linked to?
Yes.
Yeah, bookmark that.
Fuck? Why?
Yeah,
was
some dude in a Walmart in Canton, New York was like
Canton, Ohio.
Oh, it was Canton, Ohio? Sorry. I thought it was New York. Some dude in there's two of course there's two Cantons.
Yes, I was very surprised myself.
I was like, yo, is this what's happening? Yeah, anyway. So it's like some dude in Canton, Ohio decided to pull a gun on an officer. And I'm like, dude, what? Why?
He didn't even fire it, by the way.
Well, no, he was going to. He did the slide shit. Bro was 100% gonna fucking fire that shit, bro. He absolutely had no problems. He did not think twice about it. He was going to do it. So instead of just getting like a misdemeanor for shoplifting, now he has multiple felonies because he did attempted murder on a fucking officer. And you know, like they could hit him with a lot of shit. They could get him with attempted murder, attempted homicide, attempted battery, attempted manslaughter. They'll hit him with a bunch of shit. Now, obviously, I don't think it's second degree. I guess maybe it is a little bit. If they really hate him, they could probably hit him with first degree. To bring a gun like that in, knowing you're going to commit a crime, and by the way, now your fucking shoplifting is going to get augmented because you had a weapon. So, like, what a...
Just because you didn't want to pay for Walmart shit.
Walmart bullshit, man. Why are American vagrants so trigger happy? Because for the last decade, we've had nothing but fucking cops are bad, cops are evil. So dudes think they could just draw on cops and just shoot them. I mean, it was only a couple years ago, like, some officer was eating inside of his squad car in New York, and someone just walked up and fucking shot him in the head. They don't fear the cops. They just don't care. They don't love their lives. And also, they know that they'll just get out in like 20 or 30 years anyway because we don't fucking do anything. We don't put people in prison, and we really don't. We should bring back the fucking death penalty, honestly, and we don't. We just tell them, oh, well, you do something that endangers people, you'll be out in like 20 years, 30 years. And I mean, like, yeah, that sounds bad until you remember that they could get parole as fast as 15.
Just don't bring back the guillotine.
Yeah, anything. Like, it's so ridiculous. Can't you make fertilizer with them? Well, that would be if we were a good country where we would punish people, but we're a bad country and we don't punish people. We reward bad behavior and punish good behavior. Or at least, we don't incentivize good behavior. So naturally, what do you think people are going to do? Like, this is the same shit I've lived with my whole life, too. It's just annoying. You know, you just get tired of it. It is what it is. Which is the most cope response I could possibly give. But it is. So of course he draws a fucking pistol on the dude with his girlfriend right next to him. Like, what you say fuck me for? You know, like, I'm sitting right next to you and you're about to start shooting with a cop? Like, what do you think is gonna fucking happen? First of all, they shouldn't have been shoplifting anyway, but that already kind of went out the window to begin with. It is what it is. Ask Vif, man. It's the usual shit. Now, Bede's actual theme is kind of trash, but his battle theme is good.
You know,
it's like Colress's theme.
I remember, holy shit. I remember when we were on Reddit that one time, they were saying, oh, these are the list of terms you can't say. Can't say it's them again. Can't say it's the
yeah, these dudes had like a 100 list term of what people could or couldn't say. You understand that this is just like making people want to do it more, right?
You can't say the Lego piece 2550 CO1.
I like how he remembers this too. Even I don't remember it.
I'm looking it up right now.
Oh, okay. Dude, it's not the fucking 17th Amendment. Why do you keep saying the 17th?
And I'm just like, so wait, we used a Lego figure as a racist?
To get around blocks on it, yeah, that's what people started doing, and they'll find other ways. Have you seen the New York Post euphemism list? That shit just gets longer every fucking week. You know they're doing it intentionally, right? I think that shit's so fucking funny, man.
Oh boy, New York Post euphemism was bloating. He gagged me with this.
But I don't know what the process of voting senators has to do with anything, Biff. Bro, this is your ace?
Is this your king? Hey, Auntie.
Listen, at least Black Panther is kind of a funny movie. Get Out, I've lived Get Out on some levels, so I kind of like it because of that. I think that's definitely one of those like blaxploitation movies, because if you've lived that, you know exactly how much living that life sucks. And obviously it had to be a horror movie, it wasn't a documentary, so I kind of understand like why it had to have like a horror twist to it. And that's why I give him all the clout in the world for Get Out, and everything after that I don't like. I remember watching the other one with the UFO that eats people or whatever. I can't fucking remember what it was called.
What was it? You know, I remember my experience of playing Fallout.
Was it just called Up, or was that what was the movie that Jordan Peele made that was the fucking UFO with and the whole plot was like the first jockey that was black or something was caught on film or something? I don't know, man. What was it called? Us? No, Nope. That's the one. Nope. Yeah. That's what it was. Oh my fucking lord, dude.
A man and his sister discover something sinister in the skies above their California horse ranch, while the owner of a nearby theme park tries to profit from the mysterious otherworldly phenomenon. Yeah, because that's a smart thing to do.
Oh, I thought that was a Pokemon. I thought it was a Mimikyu. I was like, why the fuck is a Mimikyu running around? No, dude. Oh my god, we're too strong now. We gave him the Raboot. What's this, a Gulpin? No, a Yamper. Senators do fuck all because they may get voted out. If the 17th is gone, then they do their fucking job. You know, I actually wish that that was true, and maybe it is. That would be so fucking dope. That would be really fucking funny. What was the 12th amendment? Does anyone remember? I'm trying to remember what all the amendments were. Because, like, I was very good at government, so I remember we had to study these and I had to write about them. It was like freedom of speech, right to bear arms, citizens cannot quarter soldiers in times of peace, no unlawful search and seizure, plead the fifth, you don't have to do self-incrimination and double jeopardy. Sixth was a speedy and fair trial, and that you have to see who your accuser is and know who they are.
It has something to do with electing the electoral college and choosing the president and the vice president.
Okay, see that's like one of those that I never really learned that. Okay, fair. Seventh is
fifth I can remember because I've heard.
Well, yeah, you hear that, right? Like plead the fifth. You don't have to self-incriminate, and you cannot be tried for double jeopardy. Seventh is jury trial, I think. And eighth is no unlawful bails, fines, or punishments. Right? That's why they say the Eighth Amendment, no cruel and unusual. That's the phrasing, cruel and unusual. Ninth is like if it's not mentioned by the Constitution, it's reserved to the citizens and the states. What is 10? Or is that 10? I get 9 and 10 confused. What was 9? 9 is like rights of citizens stay in the power of citizens unless outlined by the Constitution, I think. And then 10th is like the powers that are not given to the federal government are for states.
The enumeration of certain rights in the Constitution does not mean other unlisted rights retained by the people are denied or discredited.
Right. Okay. Yes. Okay, I was kind of right.
It acts as a constitutional safeguard to ensure the government cannot claim limitless power just because a specific right wasn't explicitly written down.
It's actually more in your favor because they have to explicitly say what they want to claim as a right that you can or can't have.
The 10th Amendment, ratified in 1791 as part of the Bill of Rights, establishes the principle of federalism by limiting the power of the federal government. It dictates that any power is not explicitly granted to the federal government
is given to the states and the people of the states.
Nor forbidden to the state, belongs to the states or the people.
God fucking damn it. I'm not going to be able to use Reboot to catch anything on this route, dude. My team is getting too high of a level.
Ooh, I have freedom of speech. Yes, but you don't have the right to just scream out fire in a theater.
Is that actually covered under freedom of speech? I forget. Like, wasn't there like some actually there somewhere? I can't remember. I feel like it's more like you're causing a public disturbance than it is against your freedom of speech. I can't remember though.
Here we go.
You're still a dumbass.
1791. It prevents the government from abridging your right to express thoughts, ideas, and beliefs. It applies to both spoken and written words as well as symbolic speech like burning a flag.
Well, no, what I'm saying is, didn't they have like a court case or something where they said that yelling fire is more you disturbing the peace and causing undue alarm than it is against the First Amendment?
Likely, yes.
I'm pretty sure it's not. I might be wrong about that.
However, free speech is not absolute. So what's the First Amendment protects? Political and social dissent. You can criticize government policies and express unpopular ideas. Expressive activity. Symbolic acts, art, and protests are generally protected from government censorship. What the First Amendment does not protect: incitement and threats. Speech that incites the imminent lawless action or constitutes a true threat of violence. Defamation. False statements.
You know what they call that actually? Terroristic threats. You've seen those fucking cop videos we watch where it's like terroristic threats? I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck? Wait, what did you post in my fucking chat, bro? Me and bro in 2033 stopping Netanyahu from fleeing Tel Aviv after the Samson option fails. Brother, you post the most fucking heretical shit in my chat. Holy shit, this Discord. We're getting fucking banned off Discord, bro.
I'm not liking it.
And it's the MW2 mission where Price and Soap are driving down the river rapids after what's his name? Shepard? Oh my fucking god, dude. That is so stupid. That's the dumbest thing I think I've seen in a while. No, and I'm scared. I'm scared, dude. I don't know. I want to scroll up. Oh my god. Yo, did you see the fucking Viv? No, it wasn't No Russian. It's the final mission of the game. I forget what it's called. What's the final mission of MW2 Classic? What the fuck is the name of it? I can't remember. Now that I won't remember. Yeah. MW2 2009.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people remember that.
It's been so long since I fucking played it. Endgame. Funnily enough. I remember Just Like Old Times, but I knew that wasn't the final mission. And then Enemy of My Enemy, where Makarov is like, yeah, this is where this dude is. Yeah, good times. Anyway. What was I saying again? And then Loose Ends is where that dude betrays you just so he could go down in history. And so he narrates the whole opening. He narrates the opening and then turns on you in the finale of the game. It's like, what? You're not supposed to do that. You're an American.
Shepard's a traitor.
Yeah, right as he says that, he gets shot and he's killed, bro. That shit was brutal. MW games used to prove that no one was safe, bro. Nobody was safe in a Modern Warfare game.
One Shadow Company dude just throwing gasoline on Roach and Go's body.
You know how much of a missed opportunity it was that Shadow Company was not in multiplayer? That's such a missed opportunity, man. Think about how cool that would have been. And you could have had Shepard, like, tell you, like, you know, Team Deathmatch. Make sure there's no evidence left or some crazy shit, man. Oh, that would have been so cool.
Shepard just casually throwing his cigar on their body.
Like, that's what Titanfall 2 did, where you could choose your announcer for the game, bro. Barker was the boy. You got this, kid. Oh, I love him, man. First we fight, then we drink. Good luck. And you just jump out. Man, that shit was cool, dude. Oh. They got it, man. Infinity Ward, OG Infinity Ward still has it, man. And you could tell with Battlefield 6 they still got it, dude. Anyway, now is the time. Now is the time. He walks out. Now is the time.
Liam O'Brien voices Barker.
Oh, yeah, he does. First we fight, then we drink. Then he summons Shikaku.
Matthew Mercer voices the main character of Titanfall 2 story.
Really? I don't remember. Okay, I haven't played the Titanfall 2 campaign in a decade, so I can't really remember it. It sucks, because I love the Battlefield Hardline campaign, because genuinely they made it replayable as hell. Like, you can arrest... You could do entire missions in Hardline stealthily, and just, like, arrest everybody. And it's actually kind of fun. And then you could replay missions and you get like a minigun that you can suppress. So you just walk through entire missions just shooting people with a suppressed LMG. That shit was so funny, man. That was like one of the few campaigns I genuinely liked, but there was no way you could tell anybody that was actually fun because people just wanted to hate that game from day one. It was really sad. It was really sad that they gave Visceral like the complete shit into the stick on the way out. And they did absolutely everything they could, and then they just got shit on for it, and nobody respected it. Like, they genuinely tried to follow in Battlefield 4's footsteps and got completely dumpstered. What a fucking shame.
Oh. And Near Replicant, Liam O'Brien voiced Grimoire Weiss?
Yes, Grimoire Weiss. Who is like your partner. It's kind of funny because in Darksiders, he's the main character and you have Mark Hamill as your partner. And then in Near Replicant, he is the partner.
War in
he voices War.
Genesis.
Which we need to finish, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I still have the footage. We're gonna do a 5-year fast forward in a playthrough. Yeah, that's never been done before. Okay, well, I only have 8 minutes left on the stream, guys.
Oh.
Then we're out of here.
Guess who we voiced in the Origin?
Who? Dozel?
Giran Zabi.
Really? I mean, that's kind of fitting. Yeah, I could hear that. 100%. I could hear that.
Tell me, Giran, have you
Now-
ever heard of Hitler?
Thankfully, no one is actually here on my stream. Like, we have 6 viewers, but I'm sure people are tabbed out or just, like, away from their computers. And I think the only person actually sitting at their computer in the chat is Narg and maybe Vif. I actually enjoyed myself this stream playing Pokemon Shield. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think Pokemon has just gotten to a point where it's so bad on, like, half their games. I actually enjoy playing Pokemon now. Like, I think that's, like, the most crazy thing I could possibly say. I look forward to seeing you play this game. I'm actually kind of enjoying myself. Like, don't get me wrong, all the things I bitched about are still hyper relevant, but after playing Scarlet and Violet, like, my god, is this like a breath of fresh air or what? Like, genuinely. This is way more fun. Is that Pumpkaboo? I'm gonna have to switch. Now, no one tell Ash this, by the way, because you know Ash isn't here anymore. And then no one tell anyone else this, okay? It'll be our little secret, okay? Wink.
Me wearing a Durian Thaw that commit Priant slaughter.
Of course Ash isn't here. She would have absolutely piped up if she was. You don't know how streaming works, Viv. Clearly I don't either, because my first, like, 50 minutes had no sound. And no one told me. Jesus, oh my god. Can it's not crit, please? Thank you.
Oh, Liam O'Brien also played Golem in Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor.
You know, I thought about playing those games, actually. The Shadow of Earth or Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War, and then there was supposed to be a third game and it got canceled.
Persona Q, Shadow of the Labyrinth, Akihiko Sonata.
Yes. Liam O'Brien played, what's his name? Yeah, he played Akihiko, that's the guy's name. Yeah, that was the original VA, and they didn't bring him back. Think about that. He was the original VA for Akihiko. It's a perfect casting, by the way. So when people say dub sucks, it's like there's lots of dudes that dub that are really good. Like, there are. I feel like a lot of times they just specifically hone in on the couple of people that are really bad and use that to, like, justify hating all dub. Like, a lot of dub actors are really good. Like, if you listen to the 14 dub, it's amazing. If you listen to, like, a lot of game dubs, it's actually really good. Which is why when someone told me, well, why don't you play a game in Japanese? I'm like, you didn't play the Ezio games in Italian, did you? You didn't play Witcher 3 in fucking Polish, did you? Like, there's plenty, like, you could literally play all these games in their native tongues if you wish. But, like, I think dubbing has benefits and it has negatives. Now, you don't always have people that are true to the actual dub's intent. That is true. Not all dubs are created equal. Not all subs are probably created equal, but just maybe more subs are created equal than dubs. I'm willing to give that because it's Americans. You know how we are. Hey, it's Joltik.
A Joel in one.
Yeah, you know someone at fucking Naughty Dog never got over that. I don't know how well their new game's gonna do, especially if it's not gonna come on a disc. Like, I don't know, man. I think that a lot of these games are gonna be super fucking cooked. And what people are doing is literally telling Sony, like, hey, this is gonna be a big problem that you're gonna run into, and you're gonna be really fucking annoyed when it's a problem. Like, and they're just going to walk right into it because they're just going to be asinine about it. So, I mean, it's hard to feel sorry for them.
I like the fact Steve Blum voiced Scott Mitchell from the Ghost Recon team.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of good dub artists, man. Like, when I played 14, Ben Balmaceda, who voices, what's his name? Dancing Green? He's in Date Everything, actually. And then I forget the guy's name who voiced Howling Blade, but he's so good. Like, if I had to be stuck in a fight, I'm glad it was Howling Blade. Like, genuinely. That shit was so fun. Like, the voice acting was so good, man. It genuinely made it a much more entertaining time than it would have been without his voice acting. And Metam is cool too, but, you know, obviously we're here for the... What the fuck was that? Anyway, what was I saying? Eevee has a very weird faint noise. Well, no, that's because in New Vegas they're still speaking English. It's more like in Assassin's Creed, like they're not speaking English. The Animus auto-translates. In fact, one game that makes a joke about that is Snake Eater. Snake Eater, there's a point where Snake is talking to Sokolov, and Sokolov tells him, like, by the way, your Russian is very good. And even though the game is in English, they say that specifically because they're speaking Russian, right? And Sokolov obviously knows that he's not a native Russian speaker, so it's just one of those, like, fourth wall moments where you're supposed to remember that, like, yeah, we're not actually speaking Russian. Or we're not speaking English. Like, this whole game is probably in Russian to some degree. Is that an Eevee? Oh, no. Okay. Little small moments like that are like both immersion breaking and like kind of immersion sealing. It's kind of like a fourth wall thing. It's like, yeah. In Assassin's Creed, Ezio is not speaking in English. No one is in that entire game. And in fact, that's the whole point of the Animus sort of like, you know, kind of snowballing it a little bit. They're like, they can't translate every word because, you know, some of these words just don't exist. You know, so that's why some things stay in their native tongue and the Animus like gives you an approximation. It's one of those cool little, you know, moments, and I like that. So yeah, I digress. And Altair is definitely not speaking in English to Al Mualim. That's not happening. Pretty much like the only Assassin's Creed games probably actually in English are Syndicate, 4, Rogue, 3, and Liberation. That's it. There's no, like, Unity, everyone's speaking French. Oh, Eevee has a low catch rate. You think I could swap to this? Oh, he's weak. Oh my god. I want to get this thing in a Premier Ball. I mean, I'm just going to be honest, guys. At this point, we're probably playing Pokemon Shield next week. It'll be an earlier stream than this. It'll happen in the early afternoon. At this point, the poll is pretty much set. Yeah, you think Bayek is speaking in English? You think that Alexios is speaking in English? I don't even know if Eivor would be. Maybe when he gets to England. Anyway, you get the point. Like, you could cope and say, like, The Witcher, even though it's made by someone who's Polish, nice catch rate, by the way. Even though it's made by someone who's Polish, you could cope and say that The Witcher is actually supposed to be in English and just that Polish doesn't exist. Oh, what the hell is this? I don't even know what that ability is. That's crazy. Wow, I didn't think we were going to catch it. That was crazy, and I got my other ball back. Perfect. You love to see it. Thanks to its unstable genetic makeup, this special Pokemon conceals many different possible evolutions. Thank you. Save. Do we stop here? We're technically over time. I think we will. Alright. I want to thank everyone who showed up. Oh my god, Haruna shows up right as we're ending. Unbelievable. Alright, I may freeze my stream right now. It did not freeze. I want to thank everyone who showed up. We'll end the stream. Yeah, you're unfortunately like 2.5 hours late. It's okay. We will end the poll. Pokemon Shield will be played next week on an early stream. Probably starting at 3 p.m. Eastern. So bear that in mind. Maybe a little bit late. It might be anywhere from 3 to 5. I'll tentatively see where it is. And outside of that, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's see, really quickly though, before we completely close out, I'm gonna boot up Fire Red really briefly, I promise. Really briefly, and then we'll be out of here. Max, you can go up if you want. You can say goodbye to everybody if you want.
Bye, everybody.
There you go.
Playing Battlefield, right?
Yes, we're gonna play Battlefield. Assuming my computer doesn't kill itself again. Okay, so I have the Bulbasaur Evos. Oop. Charmander, we need Squirtle. I think everything else is done, right? There's just like a handful of Pokemon we need to evolve. Does anyone know what number Muck is, by any chance? Oh, here it is. We need to get Slowbro. Hey, look what I was doing. Wow, I'm really smart, actually. Holy shit. Slowbro... Graveler, because we have a Larvitar. Where the fuck does Larvitar go? Yeah, you could tell I kind of just stopped with this. I was kind of like, yeah, I think I'm done. Because you can't even finish the decks. It's like, so what's the point? Like, you just can't. So that's kind of why I stopped playing this. It's like, oh, you know, like, I'm having fun. But, you know, like... What do you want me to say? I mean, maybe I'll play a little bit today, honestly, just so I could catch up on it. Anyway, I want to thank everyone who showed up. First off, I want to thank Luna. Oh! Okay. Sorry. Let me start over. I want to thank Luna for stopping by, finding the content. Much appreciated. Thank you, Viv. Thanks, Raiden. Thanks, Luna. Thanks, Haruna, who apparently got as much XP as Narg in literally a fragment of the time. He literally showed up for 30 seconds and has as much chat experience as Narg, which is crazy. I guess that's what happens when every single one of your messages probably has a flag term or something lewd or whatever. Thanks, Narg. Thanks, Ash. Thanks, Blitzen. Thanks, Warlord. Thanks, anyone else who stopped by to watch. Much appreciated. I will see you all tomorrow for Fallout at around 5 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, listen, I'm glad that Pokemon ended up being such a hit. Like, who could have seen this coming? Like, what? Pokemon. Like, this is the game I've iconically bitched about non-stop for years, and I just randomly decide to throw it up, and people love it. You know what? I'm not gonna say it's bad. I actually kind of enjoyed myself, honestly, just shooting the shit. So you know what? People show up, we shoot the shit. It's fine by me. I'm cool with it. So, all right. Thank you all. I will see you all later. Have a good one. I don't have the stupid Looney Tunes outro, so whatever. You get this. Oh well.